Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. I'm kidding. Well, but hello everybody. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Oh my gosh, I gotta brush my hair again. Hold on. Where's my brush? I lost my brush, guy. Oh. It was right here the whole time. Anyway, hello. So, the reason for this video, which is common, is about, like, the newer generations. Because I'm Gen Z. Most of my family is Gen Z. From my oldest sister up to, I guess my youngest sister. Because technically, my older sister is Gen Z. Though she don't want to say she's Gen Z. But, whatever. But on like this, I wasn't really gonna make a video on this. Like I kind of was, but I kind of wasn't. But on vacation, my youngest sister, she's young, and like there's a lot of differences between me and my youngest sister. Like obviously, like our looks, our interests, there's just a lot of things, and like especially how we were raised. But looking at this generation or that generation, they can't read. Like I'm a little below my reading level. Well, I don't think I'm below, I think I'm above. I don't know. But I prefer youth books reading than more adult books. But when I was her age and I had like a laptop, I didn't have a laptop, I had a tablet that I only got like 2 hours of screen time on each day. Maybe 2 hours of screen time, which isn't a lot. But she was like, she has an iPad. I had a tablet. She legit, if like she had a question, she would use the voice search instead of can't think of it, just like typing it in. There we go. And now I'm somebody to use, like if I need to find a word but I can't like use Google at that minute, I'll like turn on the voice thing and I'll be like, I'll look for that certain word. But I try not to use the voice search or Google. But she's like using it for certain things. Like she doesn't know how to read. We were pointing out certain words to her. Well, she was like reading certain words, but she came to a very simple word, and it was what? Okay, that simple word. Everybody should recognize what it is. Very simple. She did not know how to read it. Social cues, I don't think she'll be my little sister knows. Like I'm concerned for this next generation, the next two generations. Like, I'm concerned, like, they don't know certain things. And my sister's been long enough, on Earth long enough to, like, know certain things that I knew at her age. And she doesn't know how. Like, I'm, like, legit worried for this next generation because I've heard from, like, teachers about this generation. Like, I get it, my generation isn't the easiest, but, like, we have our, like, reasons why we're not the easiest. And some of them aren't good, some of them are good, some of them aren't. But, oh my god. This, like, next generation, it does really scare me. Because I will be done with high school soon. Like, I'm legit worried for her and this generation, because if things are bad now, imagine how they'll get when they're our age. And, like, I love my sister, don't get me wrong. Like, this isn't, like, degrading anything. This is just, like, worry for our next generations. So, like, if you have a kid, and I know one of the followers does, and he is adorable, please, I beg of you, please teach your child. Please teach your child how to read. Make sure he knows how to read, okay? Like, genuinely, Sammy, I'm worried about these kids. Please teach the little baby. He's adorable too. But, like, I do genuinely worry about this generation because, I mean, I struggle with social cues. But I was also a COVID kid. My sister was born, like, not even that much longer before COVID. So, it worries me that they're not gonna have the right social stuff or, like the proper education to, like, be out of high school. I'm worried. I'm, like, so genuinely worried about this generation, and I hope it gets better. But at this point, I really don't think it's gonna get better, because there should be certain things our generation knows, their generation knows, and shouldn't know. And I feel like the internet also has, like, a big thing to do with it. Like, the people they're learning. I know I was a weird kid. But I also was raised by 2 weird people. This is about you, Cheyenne. Sorry. Hi. Called you out. But yeah. And genuinely, it worries me. It worries me. But I was fine. I turned out fine. My education has nothing to do with how it was phrased. It's me personally. I don't grasp onto subjects easily. I struggle mentally and learning. Always have. Like, I really did struggle in school. I mainly struggle with math. So, but nowadays, you can't blame it on, for especially these kids, you can't learn it on, like, if they have, like, ADHD, that's okay. Have autism, that's okay. But half these kids now, they're just on their iPads watching slop and granted, I watched my amount of Slaw. I watched Slaw back in the day. As a kid with unrestricted internet access, I've gotten into things that were like weird kid slop, obviously. But genuinely, I worry for this generation because it's like worse. And I don't think it's gonna get any better. Genuinely think it's gonna get worse. Because especially if this like, it's just, I watch somebody who like gentle parents, but they don't just let their kids walk all over them. And they have a podcast about it, and gentle parenting does work. But you can't just be like, oh, Braxton Lee, you're feeling some really big feelings right now. Let's talk about it. While the kid's actively like throwing a fit. Because that's how my sister is. Like, my sister, when she gets mad, she hits. And I admit I did a few of those things. But my sister also is constantly on her iPad. Like, I admit I am constantly on my phone. But I never would like go to the dinner table with my phone in hand while we're eating as a family, or go out in public and have my phone out while I'm with people. I like to live in the moment. I love to take pictures of like the event and like everything. But it's worrisome now because my sister constantly has her iPad. She's see, and when we were on vacation, I pretty much read. Well, I didn't pretty much read. I was outside when everybody else was at the pool. I was outside reading. We were at the pool. She wasn't really on her iPad. But when we got home, when we were on the ride home, and I get it, she was constantly on her iPad. No, I was on my phone listening to music, but my head was out that window. Well, it's not out. My head wasn't out the window. It was looking outside the window. And I feel like it's mainly their electronics nowadays. With them being on it the amount of time they are, and with parents not really saying no, or it's just, I'm not saying eat your kids. That is a horrible thing to say. I am not saying that. I just think they should have a little bit of firmness when raising their kids. And I mean that in like the sweetest way possible. If you can say it sweetly. I just worry about this generation and how they're going to be when they're older. And yes, I hope seeing one of the kids I know grow up, I really hope he doesn't turn out like that. I really don't want him to turn out like that. He's an adorable baby, and he will stay adorable, I hope. But oh my god, my ear. But I do hope he like doesn't turn out to be like some other kids of his generation. And I mean this with the sweetest love, because I know their parents are the sweetest. Well, one of their parents, I don't know about the other. One is a dork, and I love about him. And I just hope he doesn't turn out like his generation. but I feel like he's in pretty good hands with his parents. So, I trust his parents. It's not in, but alright, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm back. I will be posting again. So, love y'all. Later. Be good people. Stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Later.